Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Unconventional Outdoorsman. Today, this is the second episode of outdoor survival. So we went over water filtration yesterday, which is a very important thing. But today we're going to be going over footwear. Anywhere you go, you're going to want to wear shoes. That's just a given. But before we get into today's video, please do me a huge favor and subscribe, click the notification bell, and we're good. Let's get into today's video. So I'm going to start off, for example, I do a lot of fishing. If you're going to be fishing, I do a lot of creek fishing. If you're going to be in the water all the time, you don't necessarily want to change shoes until you get back to camp to cook up your food or whatever. A good pair of water shoes. Now, obviously, there are tons of them. I wore Crocs for many years because I'm one of those type of people. But a good pair of water shoes like these. These are some Merrells. Basic stuff like that, nothing too fancy. As you can see, they're covered in mud and they've got gravel all inside them. I wear these all the time. For example, if you don't have to wear socks with these. It's better if you're in the water not to wear socks because you'll end up getting trench foot or something if you're on a couple-day adventure or fishing trip. So that's water shoes. Next, if you're just hiking a lot, if you're going out hiking for the afternoon or a couple-day camping trip with family or whatever, a good pair of just hiking boots. These are some Columbias, I think. Yep, these are our Columbias. These are waterproof up to about until the shoelaces begin. So basic stuff. As you can see, I've worn these quite a bit. Wore these when I worked as a land surveyor every day too. So something like this, you always want anything that's got shoelaces. You want to be able to, get good shoelaces, not too long, not too short. Something you can, if you're wearing pants, wrap it around the pant leg or whatever. Especially during the summer, there's a lot of ticks, a lot of chiggers, stuff like that. So if you wear these, tie them up really good and probably put your pant legs on the outside of these like that, and then you want to wrap duct tape around it. That's a great way to keep ticks and chiggers out of some of the most accessible places. So that's just a basic pair of hiking boots. I'm going to try to keep this video short for y'all. Next, for example, if you're camping and you're back at camp and you're not really doing anything, you've went fishing, you've went hunting. Oh, hey, Midnight. My dog is up here. He's very energetic today. So a good pair of like cowboy boots or just slip-on boots, something like this. Muck boots would be good too. If it's really cold out, I would go with something more insulated, something like that. But a good pair of slip-on boots, whether they're cowboys or muck boots, you definitely want traction on the bottom of them. Something like this is going to be very effective if you're just, camping, if you're sitting around the bonfire or whatever, cooking up some food, hanging out with friends. I wear these almost every day, but these and my snip toes, but obviously snip toes aren't the best for the outdoors. Something like this, something you can beat up, something you're not going to spend a lot of money on, something you don't worry about if they get damaged or, they get broke. These are a pair of Justins, I believe. So not too expensive, about 120 bucks. On to the next thing. For example, say you're going on a hunting trip or a long walking, hiking, camping, hunting trip. There's a couple different things you'd want. One of my favorites is something very lightweight but yet very durable. This is a pair of Cabela's boots here. These have got Gore-Tex in them. So they are very lightweight. They're not super waterproof, but that is something you're going to really enjoy if you're hiking 5, 10, 15 miles a day, going deer, elk hunting or whatever. Something like this, something that fits your foot really good. I'm a size 10D in these. So something I like about these, you can really get good ankle security. So you can wrap these laces all the way up the ankle, keep it nice and tight. The laces aren't too long. You always want good quality laces because if you're in the middle of the bush or the outdoors, whatever you want to call it, and your laces fail on you, you're going to be screwed. You might have to put some paracord or whatever in them. But usually something like this isn't going to be too bad on the price wise. I think I picked these up for like 80 bucks on clearance at the Bass Pro Outlet store in Springfield. So yeah, a good pair of lightweight, very durable boots that have got good traction on these. Traction is hugely important. I'll show you here. I mean, you can see those have tons of traction on them. You definitely want that if you're going to be traversing over some very rocky areas, very hilly, whatever. Stuff like that is very good. Now, on to the last pair. These are my deer hunting boots. Something I wear, and as you can see, they're covered in mud because I do a lot of my range videos wearing these. Good thing about these too, they're pretty much snake proof. Now obviously if you get like some big old anaconda or whatever and they bite your whole foot off, it's not going to do you any good. But for the most part, these are also Gore-Tex, by the way, and they are snake proof for the most part. Very good traction on them as well. Very durable. They are waterproof up to about right here, right as the laces start, just like the other ones. A lot heavier, but for example, if you're only going out for the afternoon to go hunt, like it's opening morning, you're getting there at like 5 a.m. and you're leaving at 5 p.m. and you'll be able to stand most of the day, something like this is not going to do you too bad. The reason I would wear these in the fall, God, words are so tough, is they're way more insulated than all the other pairs I've shown you so far. So that is very good. A good pair of socks, no matter what you wear, except the water shoes, because it's just a waste. These are also a 10D. But if, for example, if you get a hand-me-down pair of boots, for example, my dad hunted and he had some boots that were smaller that he gave to me. They're a little bit big. Don't be afraid to put a couple pairs of socks on. If it's November, December, January, sometime in the winter, you're gonna want to use very thick socks to, cushion your feet not only, but keep them warm. Allowing some toe warmers or something like that is going to be very good. So yeah, that is today's episode. We're going to make a couple more of these outdoor survival episodes. I'm probably going to go over hunting, sustainable hunting, so like firearms, bows, and stuff like that, and some knives, maybe some fishing stuff too. As you can see, I've got some rods there. But yeah, that is today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, please subscribe if you haven't, and have a wonderful Wednesday.